Okay, here's what you need to understand about the right now market in Utah. Most importantly, our inventory keeps dropping, and it's dropping at an increased clip week over week for the last 5 to 6 weeks. So I'm Christopher. I'm the owner of Halcyon Real Estate, and Halcyon Real Estate is affiliated with the Keller Williams Market Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Today is the 27th of November, 2023. It's getting cold outside, and this is the numbers and the nuance. This is where you come every week. This is my video series that gives you weekly updates so that you know what's happening right now in Utah's real estate market so that you can make informed decisions in the Utah real estate market. So let's just look big picture for a moment at the nuance of the right now market today, and then we'll look at the specific numbers. You can look at the charts and graphs. You can see where things are trending. Let's get into it. Okay, here's what you need to understand about the right now market in Utah. So there were a couple of numbers last week that measure real estate activity in the state that dropped expectedly because of the Thanksgiving holiday, but most importantly, our inventory keeps dropping, and it's dropping at an increased clip week over week for the last 5 to 6 weeks. If we keep dropping at the pace that we've been dropping, then come next March of 2024, our inventory, our amount of available homes for sale will be around 6,500 to 7,000 homes. Now, why do I pick next March as the time to mark as where it's important to see where that number is by that time? It's because March is always the predictable time when real estate activity picks back up after its winter hibernation. Spring, specifically March, always brings increased activity in real estate, increased number of buyers on the market looking for homes to buy. Okay, so if next March our inventory is about halfway to the point where it was in 2021, so if we've got decreased inventory, decreased supply, and at the same time March brings about an increased level of activity of home buying, so if that happens, as it always predictably does in March, then we'll have an increased demand that will create another scenario of increasing home prices. Now, it won't be as bad as it was through COVID, through 2019 to 21. It can't be, because inventory won't get that low, or at least if it's going at the pace it is now down, then it won't be that low come spring. Who can speak to what it'll be by next summer? But inventory won't be quite that low. It'll just be halfway there from where we are now, and interest rates will still be relatively high unless the Fed decides to pull a third world country and whip us back down for some stupid reason. But that doesn't look like that's what they're gonna do, and there's no reason for them to do that. Now, the degree to which interest rates may come down between now and next spring/summer, to that degree, that will just throw accelerant on the fire of the level of demand for houses, and therefore the level at which prices on homes start to come up again. But so what's important to understand this week is precisely this last week over the Thanksgiving holiday, some things stalled with the holiday. Looking through the coming winter, we expect home prices to level and drop a bit, which is what we're seeing. And looking forward to next spring, we expect home prices to start to come up again, just not as dramatically as they did through the COVID era. All right, let's look at some numbers. All right, our inventory from the previous week came to 9,107. That is down from the previous week. We're trending down on this for over a month now. Average days on market last week was at 50. So that's up from the previous week, and this is trending up. Average list price in the prior week was $672,226. That's down from the previous week, trending up since the third quarter start, but looking to have leveled out over the last couple of months. And our average sold price was $659,061. Which means the difference between list and sold price on average last week was about $13,165. That's down further away from zero, no difference between those two numbers from the previous week, and this is trending down more in favor of buyers. The number of homes sold last week was just 277. That's down from the previous week. This is trending down, and that really low number is really thanks to the holiday. Not as many people want to be in the middle of selling and moving right through Thanksgiving, right? The number of homes under contract right now comes to 3,950, which is up from the previous week, and this is trending down. The number of price reductions plummeted last week to 516. This has been trending down for the last couple of months. If we look at it from the beginning of the third quarter, it looks like it's even, but looking at the last couple of months, we see it plummet. I think we'll see that come back up significantly next week. I think it plummeted like it did just because of the relative freeze in activity in real estate overall. And finally, the number of listing contracts that were either canceled or expired or withdrawn came to 249, which is down from the previous week, and this is trending up. All right, guys, if you've got any questions about anything that I just went over, feel free to hit me in the comments. Of course, if you or anybody you know is looking to buy a home in Utah in the coming months, will reach out to me because you want to work with somebody who knows the market like the back of their hand. You want to work with somebody who's excellent communicatively. You want to work with somebody who's honest. You want to work with somebody who's happy to represent you and be on your team. And of course, as always, if you want to stay educated on the right now market in Utah, which is critical if you want to make informed decisions, then just hit the subscribe button and we'll stay solid and informed on these numbers from week to week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.